Hey there folks, Kent, KJS Painting and Renovations, and today we're replacing it's a wall mount faucet with one of these, it's a Delta Corin wall mount faucet, so we're going to do that today. With wall mount faucets, there's no valves under the sink here, so you have to go out to the street, so you just go out to the street, look for the water meter near the sidewalk and just follow that line straight up to the house, usually where the hose is, and look down low and then shut the water off. It's a good idea too to open up the faucet to the bathtub or to the sink to allow any water to drain out of the system. If the hot water is still coming out, you can close the water supply to the water heater. I like to use a rust buster or something to make it easier to bust loose these connections. And this stuff, I like this stuff. Definitely recommend. Okay, so we start by loosening these here. I just have a crescent wrench. Okay, get the next one. Switch back over here. Oops, the phone rang. Can you believe it? Okay, these are getting nice and loose now. Might be able to go by fingers. Okay, just okay, got that one. All right, that was easy, right? Nothing to it. I added some of the penetrating oil over here. Loosen up the escutcheon here so it's back this way a little bit, and try to sneak a little more of this down there. Really does help. Okay, sometimes it's good to work it back and forth a little bit, because this is threading into the wall. The stub out sometimes will come out with this. Let's see what we got. Oh, it stayed there. That's nice. Oh God, look at that. There's a lot of crap in there. Okay, that's looking kind of gnarly. Oh boy. It's fairly typical, especially on an older house. Actually, that's not so bad. Kind of go in there with the towel and just kind of get the most of it out of there. And look out, these can be sharp, but get any Teflon tape, any sealant off of there. Don't cut yourself. Get it nice and clean. So now the hot side's coming off. For some reason it's a little easier on this side. Oh my God. Well, can the camera see that? I'm surprised we even had hot water. Yeah, it's fairly typical, but this stuff will come out. Well, despite how gnarly that was, well, look at that. That cleaned up pretty nicely. And then also there could be, sometimes I use a wire brush. This is not brass. If it's a brass nipple, I use a brass brush, but this could be good to help get the pipe dope and the Teflon. See that little bit of Teflon tape? Get that stuff off of there. So now I want to do, or you would want to do, 4 or 5 wraps of Teflon tape. And it's good to wrap it in the direction, you know, that it threads on. And this is the cheap insurance program. It's this Rector seal, otherwise known as pipe dope. I like to put a little bit of pipe dope on here, just a little bit. Same thing, the Teflon tape and some Rector seal on the cold side. So here's our Delta Corin faucet. Kind of an unboxing video at this point. See what you get, right? Alright, looks like we're going to get some middle class comfort here. So here's our nice new faucet. Looks like the escutcheons are already on these parts here. Doesn't matter which one of these you put where, you just get these on. It's good to get 3 or 4 turns on here. This cold water had more turns, easier. You know, not too tight. You got to be careful with these nipples that are stubbing out of the wall. You don't want to go too tight. The thread, the Teflon tape and the pipe dope will seal it. You just want them to be snug, so when you get close, sort of put this on, dry fit, just kind of get it on there. Best bet is to use a level like so. I just put it on the handles and just make it so we've got this nice and level. And if you keep things loose, it is possible to reach back and make an adjustment while it's on. Okay, let's see. That looks pretty good. There we go, that's perfect. Now I'm going to back the escutcheon against the wall. I mean, you could put silicone around here, but it's up so high. It's because it's the wall mount. You know, I'm just not going to do that. I don't think it's necessary. So now we're going to put the faucet on, so we're going to use the little rubber washer that goes in here. Because there's a rubber washer, there's no need for Teflon tape or any pipe dope on these connections. Okay, not too tight on these ones, just enough to compress that rubber washer. Just so it's snug, not too tight. See, I choke up on the wrench a bit. This is real important. Take off the aerator filter here. We're gonna have to blast this out. Let's take this off. So I'm gonna do a little cleanup and then turn the water on. I'm going to leave both the hot and cold open with the aerator out and just run outside and turn the water on. Nice. Now, no doubt that was yucky when it first started up. I didn't see that part. Oh, I can hear the bathtub running too. Okay, that's some good pressure. The sink was open as well. I think that's going to be flowing better than it used to be. I guess that's nice and flushed. Did a little cleanup here, been drying this off. System's pressurized. We can put our aerator back on. We're going to be looking for any leaks back here, which there will be none. This you just tighten by hand. Same thing, rubber washer in there. It's not a lot of pressure here because it just comes out. And let's take a look down here. I use a dry hand and just nice. I like it. I like the way the handles work. Nice generous height so we can work in here. I think I'm going to give this one 5 stars. This has been Kent with KJS Painting and Renovations on how to install a Delta Corin. I think I like this wall mount faucet. If you'd like some help doing this sort of thing, please give me a call. Also, like and subscribe helps me get work. And thanks for watching the video.